Inside the OMG, episode number 209. 209 episodes in a row. Streaming live every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time since March 5th, 2019. Welcome to the show. Welcome. If you're brand new, welcome. Let's talk about this first. So I mentioned it last week, but hey, why not? Look at this. Hey, what's up? We got Samantha in here and Miko. Mom and Dad. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. So Coach House, May 5th. Coach House, May 5th, 2023. It's in San Juan Capistrano. We're playing with Oingo Boingo former members. So just want to get that out there. Howdy, Jimmy G. Thanks for tuning in. So exciting, May 5th. If you're in Southern California, specifically Orange County, we'll see you. It's a Friday night, Cinco de Mayo. That's a good time. That is a good time for sure. So we will be there. We'll probably get some of these shows. We get, as an opener, you get a half hour. But the Coach House is great. Sometimes we get 45. Sometimes we even get 60. So may well. Okay, Jimmy, that'd be really cool. Okay, let me know. So sometimes we get like the last time we got 45 minutes, and several times we've gotten an hour, which is fantastic. With an hour, you've really got room to breathe, and it's just like, okay, we're settled in. We're not just like song, good night. It's like boom, and then like, okay, let's like breathe a little, and then boom, and then so there's like there's more time for this as opposed to a 30-minute where you're just like knocking stuff out. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited about playing with my friends. It'll be good. All right, tonight I don't have any videos queued up or any photos, so it's going to be playing live, answering any questions you may have. And if you're brand new, be sure to drop a comment so I can give you a shout out. As I mentioned last week, running a new promotion, and it's going really well. We super happy to connect with some new people. They're jumping into the OMG. So if you found yourself here, welcome. You can put a question in the comments box, and I'll do my best to answer. thought I'd do something off the first Oleo album that we released in 1999. Oh, hold on a sec. We've got Samantha with, just to let you know, my brother Sean is in the hospital. They found a blood clot in his lung. Oh, no. Thanks for telling me. When, how long has he been in the hospital, and when did they discover this? Oh, boy. All right, Sean. Sending prayers, sending love your way. Man, just a couple hours ago. Wow. So I would imagine in El Paso, yeah? Okay. All right, Sean. Sending you some good vibes. So, what we got? All right, so I'm mixing it up now, changing it up. This is called "Gift of a Smile." It's off the Color of Music album. Came out in 2003. Ho ho! If that's right. Whoa, 20 years ago? I made it party time! The Dean, thanks for tuning in. Okay, so this is Gift of a Smile. Living day to day underpaid, working off the bills that I made, running with the mob in the race, keeping rapid routine pace, spending lots of time in haste, knowing it's a giant waste, running up that final mile, longing for the gift of a smile. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the gift of a smile for a while. Watching all the children play, hearing thoughts to yesterday, feeling overwhelmed with stress, chasing that dream with the best, Wow. There we go. Learn your song, dude. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the gift of a smile for a while. Thanking God before every meal. Being true to what is real. Grinding out final mile. Longing for the gift of a smile, smile. Smile. Chasing that dream with the best. Celebrate the glory of today. Celebrate the joy of life. Celebrate the glory of today. Joy of life. The glory of today. So I was thinking about Sean and this situation that he's in. So you know what? I want to do this one. I want to do home. So if you'll just give me a moment as I set up the keyboard here. I definitely, because I know he resonated with this one. It's an unreleased Oleo track. We are recording it, as some of you may know. And I just thought this is a good one to do. Because back in 2020, I went through, was it 2020? Wow. Yeah. I had a major scare, and in the hospital, almost didn't make it, as a lot of you know. And I wrote this song called Home. So with that, I want to dedicate this one to Sean tonight. The Dean, I love that guitar. Thank you, sir. How did you choose your first studio to record in? Jimmy, great question. So how about I answer that as I'm setting this up? This is good. So the very first studio now, I guess it depends on which era. So my first solo album, I'm having trouble here, come on. My first solo album, I recorded at Mighty Mite Studios in Studio City. Oh, come on now. Just a moment. My Bluetooth is not cooperating with me at the moment. Oh, nice. Here we go. Good. All right, that's going on. So, Mighty Mite Studios. I was looking for a place to record, and some friends of mine were telling me, "Oh, this guy Vaughn lives in the Valley, Studio City, and why don't you record like an EP there?" So I did, which had Immigrant Son on it, and then I ended up recording the full album there. Then I ended up moving in and living in that house. So half the house was a recording studio, and then it was 3 bedrooms besides that. So I had, so Vaughn was living there, I was living there, and another buddy of mine, Matt. So the 3 of us were there for a time. And fun story with that, I might have mentioned this before. This was around the time that Almost Famous, Cameron Crowe's film, was being made. And at the time, he was with Nancy Wilson, the guitar player from Heart. And somehow Vaughn had met Nancy and Cameron. Maybe he knew Cameron because Vaughn was also a screenwriter. And besides being a bass player and musician and producer and studio owner. And so Nancy ended up recording the Almost Famous parts of the soundtrack in the house I was living in. And that was pretty cool because she was there for like 4 or 5 months, and she just left her gear in the main room. And I was able to play Barracuda on the actual guitar that recorded Barracuda by Heart. So that was a thrill. That was awesome. I love that. Okay, so let me see what I can do here. Yes. Okay, this should work. Nope, don't want to do that. Okay, so undo. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Should do it. See if this works. Yay, technology, right? Oh, man. Yay, technology. Oh, yeah. Another step. Turn it on. Okay, there's that. That's good. Let's turn this a little bit this way. Let's see how that is. Yeah. All right. Okay, I think we're good. That's some bragging rights, buddy. Oh, with the heart story, Nancy Wilson, so cool. And the best part is, she is the nicest person. She's so nice. She's so great. Cut to, so let's see, what that would have been, well, whenever Almost Famous was. When was I in that house? This was in the 90s, so like 96, 97, somewhere in there, 95. Somewhere in there. Cut to, in 2018, Nancy had a side project called Road Case Royale, and Olio opened for them at the Coach House, and I got a chance to catch up with her and meet her again and remind her, hey, you recorded in the house I was living in and blah blah blah. And she was like, oh yeah, so cool. She's just so nice. Love that. I love when the people you grew up listening to are super cool. So there's that. I'm hoping that's loud enough. So let's see. All right. So this is home, and I'm dedicating this to Sean, who's in the hospital right now with a blood clot. Here we go. Strolling down memory lane with a thought or two. I don't want to die yet, I got more to do. Seeing my friends and their friends pass almost every day. Could it be death knocking on my door to take me away? Holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on and on and on, holding on, holding on. Will I get home? Pray to God I'll make it. If I get back to you, I'm home. Pray to God I'll make it. If I get back to you, I'm home. Like a knife in my chest, there's so much pain. Something wicked coursing through my veins. My heart's on fire from a perfect storm. And I like it break. The ache grows stronger with every breath I take. growing up, man, who lives beneath my skin, a ticking time bomb. How did this get in? A deadly warning, running out of time. My heart is screaming, get me out of here alive. Strolling down memory lane with gratitude. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. I made it back to you. I'm home. Thank God I made it. If I get back, I'm home. Ooh. I'm home. All right, Sean. That was the song I wrote after my near-death experience, and really meant, obviously, it's a song I'm really proud of, and I know the times that I've played it on the show and Sean was tuning in, he really resonated with it. He also had a health scare around the same time I did, and so now he's back in the hospital, and so wishing Sean all the best. So Samantha, please send him my love. Hey Sarah, thanks for tuning in. Hey Beth, thanks for tuning in. You're welcome, Samantha. Thanks, Dean. Thank you to the Dean. Thank you. Awesome. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see. What's another kind of, we're going to keep that. Oh, you know what? This is good. Thanks, Beth. Thank you. This was written in 2011, so you're talking 12 years ago, and this is fitting. So it's another one I'm dedicating to Sean, and really it's a song. It was a song written out of, you know, those moments that you have. You meet people along your journey in life, and you really connect with them, and they mean a lot to you, and you become great friends, and you have so much in common, and life happens, and you go separate ways, not, you know, for any reason other than, hey, my job is, I'm relocating, or my family's moving, or, you know, just things happen, and you know, you're not in touch every day like you were for that time period, but there's still that same love for that person, and there's still that same connection, and so when you do pick up the phone or you do happen to see them again, when you do, you just pick up right where you left off, and it's like no days have passed, years. It's like nothing. Like we were just hanging out yesterday. So Sean, I haven't seen you in a while, but I just wanted you to know that this one's to you. It's called Hello Goodbye, and it's dedicated to all of those friendships that last a lifetime and beyond. New pick. Thinner pick. It'll be better. We come and go. Sometimes we stay a little while. We never know how long. We catch a glimpse of how we think it should be. We try to hold on. We say hello, so long goodbye, till we meet again. We say hello, so long goodbye. This is not the end. Oh, photographs that take us on the way back, another place in time. Remember when we thought things never would change. We tried to hold on. We say hello, so long goodbye, till we meet again. Till we meet again. We say hello, so long goodbye. This is not the end. In between goodbye and the next hello, I'm reminiscing. Farewell to my friends, may our love transcend. It's you I'm missing. Wish you all the best, and most of all, I thank you. I thank you. We say hello, so long goodbye, till we meet again. Till we meet again. We say hello, goodbye. In between goodbye and next hello, goodbye. Farewell to my friend. Hello, goodbye. In between goodbye and the next hello, so long. Hello, goodbye. It's from the Comeback Kings EP. We recorded with Eddie Kramer back in 2012. That was the first song we did with him, and that we recorded at LMU. So Jimmy, you were asking about studios. So that one we recorded that song at LMU, which is Loyola Marymount University, and it was a program that the audio engineering department they were doing. And you're welcome, Samantha. Absolutely. And they invited Eddie, who was a world famous engineer and producer, worked on a ton of artists, Zeppelin, Hendrix, Kiss, David Bowie, Peter Frampton, Anthrax, Steve Vai. List goes on and on. And so he was coming in for the weekend, and they needed a band to record, and so got our name thrown in the hat. He chose us. We got to work with him. We got along great, and we were like, all right, we got to do more. So we did, and we ended up recording 2 more EPs. Well, we did that EP, the Comeback Kings EP, and then we went to France and did the Saint Remy de Provence EP as well. So that was cool. So how do we pick studios? Jimmy, that was a question you asked like 20 minutes ago. So I did the solo album there at Mighty Mite Studios in North Hollywood. And then Tony was the bass player that was working with me after I had recorded my solo CD. And then we formed Vivid. And we recorded our first single called Mind, which ended up being the first track on the Oleo Party Live CD. We recorded a studio version of it at Paramount Studios. It's on Santa Monica Boulevard in Hollywood because he knew a guy. I got a guy. So he knew a guy, so we recorded the single there. And then the live album, we were like, hey, let's do a live album, and we did it at Third Encore Studios in Burbank. So that was in 98. We invited a bunch of people. They came down. We did 13 songs and put on a show, ran it down twice, picked the best one, and Damon Tedesco engineered it, mixed it, and we released it. That was our first actual Oleo release. Ain't no party like an Oleo Party Live. And then we did an EP, and oh boy, okay, so the EP called 3P, we met an engineer named Lenice Bent. And Lenice, fantastic. I love her. And she's a great engineer. She worked on Steely Dan's Asia album. She was the second engineer on that. And she worked with Supertramp, recorded their stuff, and a bunch of other things. So we met her, and she dug what we were doing. So she was like, hey, come into the studio. It was a studio in Hollywood, and I don't remember. So we did our basic tracks in that studio. And then at the time, Tony got a mobile Pro Tools setup. So then we finished that EP in his apartment using his Pro Tools setup. So then we did that. And we released that in 2001. Then in 2003, we did the Color of Music album. By that point, Tony had left the band. Sorry, I heard my dog whining, and I just wasn't sure what was happening. Tony had left the band, and so we recorded the drum tracks at my house. I put together a Pro Tools studio. So we did drum tracks in my garage. I built out my garage, soundproofed it, and DeHaven came over. We recorded his drums there. We did pretty much everything there, vocals. And then Alex Evans, great bass player, he came and recorded bass parts, and he is right now, he's currently Patti LaBelle's bass player. What's going on? Was she wanting to get in here?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Jazz. Come on. Okay. All right, so here we go. Quick introduction to, can you see her? You can't, I'm blocking her. There she is, Jazz. So Alex came in. He's bass player for Patti LaBelle right now. He was who he played with, I think, Belle Biv DeVoe. He was Whitney Houston's bass player. Who else did he do? He did Boys to Men, ton of touring. Great bass player. So he came in and like an afternoon and laid down 11 tracks and just killed it. So good. Yeah, that's, I mean, so awesome. Dallas, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. So we recorded that at my place. That was Color Music album. Living the Dream, I had moved into this place, and so we did Living the Dream here. Living the Dream, so we recorded the drums in here, and everything in here was for Living the Dream. That's got Soccer Mom, Box Spring, One Last Goodbye, Do It All, Completely Beautiful, Bring Baby Home. So all of that was done here. Then, let's see, what did we do? We did the Get It Good single. That was 2011. That was done here. Then we met Eddie, and so we were at LMU for Hello Goodbye, and then we went to East West Studios in Hollywood for the other 3 songs on Comeback Kings, because Eddie was just like, hey, this is a great spot, let's go here. So we were in the same room. That studio like has such a history. Elvis recorded there, Beach Boys, you name it, Foo Fighters, Chili Peppers. I mean, everybody has recorded at East West. So we did that there, and then we did some tracking at Steve Vai's studio as well, the Mothership in the Valley. So we recorded there. Let's see, then we went to the south of France, and we did the Rich People Problems song, and Hypnotized, One of Those Things, and Shine a Light. Those were done in the south of France at La Fabrique Studios. Also because Eddie was like, hey, I need a band, come on over. All right, we're there. So we did it. Then we did the Untitled album in this room. We did that. What was after Untitled? Then I guess that New Year's Eve. So New Year's Eve we recorded, so Joe Solo was the producer on that one. And we went to the Lair Studios to record drums and bass in LA. So we did that at the Lair Studios because Joe was like, I got a guy. So that's how that happened. And then the rest of the tracking we did in Joe's apartment. So all the vocals and guitars we did it at his place, and he mixed it there. That was that. Okay, Party Up, that was the next one. So a buddy of ours has a studio in east of us. I'm trying to think of the city, but East LA, but not East LA, but it's east of us. Trying to think of, I can't think of the city. Great sounding room. So we went and recorded a bunch of rhythm tracks at his place, which ended up being the tracks for Party Up. So Party Up, Dirty. Oh, Dirty, sorry, back at LMU with Ross Hogarth. Dirty ended up being on the Party Up album, but we recorded that at LMU. Same kind of thing. They were bringing in another producer, mixing engineer, Ross Hogarth, who did John Mellencamp, Van Halen, Kebmo, Taj Mahal, Johnny Winter's band, ton of stuff. So he produced and mixed Dirty. So we did that there. But then the rest of Party Up was done here. So Best Is Yet to Come, Night and Day. I'm blanking on one. Yeah, Best Is Yet to Come, Night and Day, Dirty, Party Up. Oh, Sugar Daddy, Sugar Mama. Duh. Yeah, so those were done here. Then Champions, that was during COVID. We were all separate. So Barry recorded drums at his house, in his garage. And Kelly recorded his bass parts at his house. And I recorded my parts here. And then at one point Barry came over, did some overdubs. Kelly came over, did vocals. Barry did some vocals. Even Alexa did some vocals on Champions. So there you go. So yeah, so the how do we decide on a studio? It's kind of like what's happening in the moment, what's our budget, what do we have access to. It's nice to be able to have a budget and go into a studio and you're blocked out for a week and you're just knocking them out, that's always good. Then it is the other side. It's nice to have a studio where you've got time and you can kind of work on things and whatnot. So that helps as well. That's a good thing. All right. Great history, right? Wow, Jimmy, I'm glad I'm glad you're still here and you didn't click away and cool. Yeah, so I think I covered all the albums and where we recorded them and how we did it and uh, yeah, I think we did. I love the rich people problems story because we weren't that song wasn't even finished when we flew to France. And at the time we were only going to do 3 songs. We had planned to do Shine a Light, Hypnotized, and One of Those Things. So we were recording those 3 during the week in France. And while we were there, we finished writing Rich People Problems. We showed it to Eddie, and he freaked out and was like, okay, we have to do this now. We have to do it now. So we get in to the tracking room, and we had recorded the demo on my iPhone because we were in the annex of that studio. There was this extra building that, they had some beat up throwaway gear that we just were like, oh, okay, we can work, songwrite and work out song parts or whatever on this gear. And so I recorded it on my phone and we brought it back, showed it to Eddie, plugged in the phone so we could play through the speakers, and he was just like, I love how this sounds. This sounds great. Okay, let's record. So we record, the proper way. Everything's mic'd up right, and it's like how we recorded the other tracks, the other songs while we were there. And he was like, I know this is right, but it's not it. I like what I'm hearing on this iPhone recording. Where were you guys? Like, well, we were in that other building over there with that gear. Okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to run cable all the way to that other building. So it was just like, 200 yards of cable he's running. And we played on whatever the gear was that we used that he heard on that iPhone recording. So I had a beat up Fender tube amp. Kelly had some crazy, I don't even know, it was a beat up bass amp that was kind of crackling, whatever, but it just had vibe and character. And then D had just like this cocktail kit. It was like kick, snare, hat, cymbal. That was it. So Eddie, flies all the cables over there and mics it up, and we like, okay, so are we gonna play to a click or what are we gonna do? And he's like, no click. It's like, let's just old school, just like vibe it out. Okay, cool, let's do it. One take. We did it in one take because that was the beginning of when D's health. That was when we first realized, hey man, there's something going on with you. Like he would walk, 30 feet and have to stop because he was winded. You're like, okay, what is going on with you? So he did the take and he was like, I hope you got it because I'm done. And we got it. We did Rich People Problems in one take. Music was done. And then we recorded the vocals back here in LA and some guitar overdubs here in LA. But most of the tracking was done just in that one take in France. But it was so great because we were doing everything right. All the drums that he had, and you mic'd it all, and you had all these tricks, and like, oh, this is what I did with Zeppelin, and this is what I did with Jimmy, and this is what I'm. And then it was just like, okay, forget all that. Let's go to that other building. Let's use all the crummy gear that you had because it had that sound I'm looking for. And that's what we did. And it was awesome. The Dean, I'm just sitting here soaking up the stories. Right on, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the stories. Fun times for sure. So since I talked so much about Rich People Problems, I might as well play it. All right. So real quick, in case you don't know, I know many of you know the story, and I'm sorry that I'm reiterating. But for those that don't know, the way this song actually came about, we were in Malibu at an award show. Oh, Hello Goodbye was up for an award. And it was the Malibu Music Awards. So as we're hanging out before the show, we're It was beautiful. It was the venue was great, and it was a beautiful night. And so we met this guy, and we're talking to him, and he starts, yeah, I live in Malibu, and he just starts complaining about living in Malibu, and it's like, whoa, dude, what's up? And he was like, oh man, women are fake and plastic, and living here is not all that, and he's just complaining. So I was like, man, this guy's kind of a downer. So after the show, we didn't win. That's fine. We got this song out of it though. Get in the car, driving back, and I'm like talking about this guy. I'm like, rich people problems. We should write a song called Rich People Problems based on this guy. And so we did. And D ran with the lyrics. We came up with the music in France, and D finished the lyrics one night and while we were there, and showed Eddie, and he was like, immediately record now. So we did. So here we go. Rich People Problems. My Rolex says I'm on time, put my Bentley next in line. The valley has a degree. I go in, see my friends, and I party till no end. Live a life of ecstasy. Tea time at 8, you showed up late and made me miss my massage. My iced tea is Missy Lemon, country club has got me singing. Leave a message, I'll be at the spot. Everywhere I go, baby. New York, Paris, London, Milano, baby. I got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. Cayman Islands don't charge a fee. I got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. I'm rich. Private jets, movie sets, secret island psychopaths. You just don't know what to do. Shopping on Fifth Avenue, tits and teeth in Malibu. Our Cosmo ain't got nothing on you, girl. All over the world, baby. Monaco, Shanghai, Beverly Hills, Dubai. I got rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Over here, over there, all my friends are billionaires. 4 o'clock, time for tea. I got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. Everywhere I go, baby. Geneva, Tokyo, Berlin, Hong Kong. I got rich people problems, rich people problems. I got money growing on trees. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. Everybody riding for free. Hey, 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 hey. Over there, all my friends are billionaires. Cayman Islands don't charge a fee. I got rich people problems. He's got rich people problems. This is how I know it should be. I'm rich. I'm rich beyond belief. I'm rich beyond belief. I'm rich. Rich people problems. It's off the Saint Remy du Provence EP. Recorded in the south of France in 2012 with Eddie Kramer. Producing, engineering, mixing. That was a good time. What a good time. That's like, where are we now? 11 years ago? Wow. Craziness. Craziness. So, there you go. I got time for one more. Before I go, though, I just want to mention, if you haven't checked out this promo, oh, and it didn't do it for me, so stand by for a sec. We're running this promo right now for those of you that are interested. Here's the link, and it's cool stuff. We want to send you that Oleo Party Live CD. Pay what you want. Pay what you want, and there's other like little goodies in there as well if you click and check it all out. So there you go. All right, last song for the night. Last song for the night. Any requests? Any Oleo songs? Dallas, if you're still tuning in, give me a holler. If Dallas is still tuning in, I'll do your song, dude. Dallas is here. Right on. All right. By request, Dallas, this one's for you. By the way, do you even know how this song came to be? I've talked about it in the past, but I don't remember who was tuning in at the time. But I'm going to do Boom. And the hook is Boom just like that. So really the short version is this. In the 1980s, 1981, 1982, it was January. I was in Northern Virginia at the time. There was a big winter storm, and a plane was taking off from, at the time it was called National Airport. I think now it's Reagan National Airport. And the plane took off. There was ice on the wings. It hit the 14th Street Bridge and went into the Potomac River. It was bad. It was really bad. And I was listening to DC 101, which is the rock radio station at the time. I think it's still there, DC 101. Howard Stern. Was Howard Stern the DJ? Chip, if you're tuning in, you were with me, you'd remember. Was it the Grease Man or was it Howard Stern? I don't remember. But the plane hit the 14th Street Bridge, and then they had, there was like eyewitnesses, and there was a cab driver that was interviewed, and he was on the air, and he said, I saw the plane hit the bridge, and it went boom, just like that. And that phrase, one of my best friends, Chip, and I, we heard it at the time. We're like 11, 12 years old, and it went boom, just like that. So we kept, we just, boom, just like that. We were constantly boom, just like that. Everything was boom, just like that from that point on. Cut to 2013, 2012, 2013. I'm like, okay, I'm working on a song idea, and I was like, oh, boom, just like that. Oh, that's crazy. I could use that in a song. That could be the hook. So the first version of that song talked about the plane crash and talked about the devastation and all of that. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want Boom to be about that. So then I was like, all right, let me scratch all that. And then I ended up making it about femme fatale. So you have this guy who's a player, and he's a womanizer, and he's just breaking hearts everywhere he goes, and then he finally meets his match. Tables get turned, and his heart gets broken, and he gets the unexpected. So it's kind of a twist. Definitely not a plane crash, but this dude suffered a crash of sorts with his love life. Boom! Barry, what's up, man?
Got the swag to match your swagger, breaking every audience sees. She got the moves to make them stagger, always making room for three. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Put a ring on a finger, not the one. But his friends tell him to run, not the one. She breaks the news, he's the ringer, not his son. 'Cause the kid is not his son, not his son. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. You don't know where it's at. Just like that. You don't know where it's at. That's the law, but she's a slayer, pay to play. He's no longer living free, pay to play. She took the fool, she's a player all the way. It's a modern tragedy all the way. Sometimes people stay the same. Sometimes people change their ways. To see the light, where they do what's right before it goes boom. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Everybody go boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. It went boom, just like that. Just like that, just like that. Just like that. You don't know where it's at. Just like that. You don't know where it's at. Just like that. You don't know where it's at. Just like that. You don't know where it's at.
Dallas. Boom. It's on the Untitled album. Came out in 2014. Barry, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Simpson of You. Right. Oops, typo. Gotcha. Let me see here. Okay, cool. Oh, man. So check this out. We are definitely connected because I already have that song queued up as my outro song. So how do you like that? How do you like that? We are on the same page. So this brings episode 209 to a close. Thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you being here, commenting, participating, listening to the stories, chiming in, hanging out on a Tuesday with me. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so just to reiterate, May 5th at the Coach House, Olio, Oingo Boingo former members together again. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be fun. So there's that. My dog's going nuts, so she probably needs to go out. I'm going to let her out. But thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to leave you with a track that Barry was requesting, and it's on the Color of Music album, and it's called Symptoms of You. Maybe next week I'll play it live. Have a fantastic week. I will see you soon.
If the symptoms are true, no medicine can fix me. I feel wings of butterflies, flutter and sprees, love can't deny. It's too late, arrows here, making sense of what I feel. Angels singing true voice. Can I lie? There is no choice. I've fallen in dreams are true. No medicine can fix me of you. Diagnosed a romantic hope. There ain't a drug